because a lot of people just don't have the time to put in what's really required to keep your feet in the best condition. So we may end up going to a nail salon once every couple of weeks or once a month. But then if we skip and we don't go a couple of months, our feet tend to look bad because, unfortunately, if you walk every day, you have to do something to your feet almost that much time. So it's really because people don't have the time, and the solutions that are out there, sometimes they take a long time for you actually to use them and apply them. So I think that's the biggest culprit in why people have dry skin, especially in the feet.
Awesome, awesome. Now, as far as people having dry skin on their feet, and I know the product is kind of designed for the feet, does it help any other areas of the body as well?
See, so what's unique about our product is there are a lot of products that are specifically designed for the feet, and really they can only be used on the feet. But ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil, that can be used anywhere on the body. But we like to start with people focusing on the feet as that being a part of this.
That's awesome. So did you have like was there someone that you saw who was kind of like struggling with that area, and that's what kind of gave you a desire to do it? Or is it more so because you're from the Bahamas and it's kind of cultural for people to walk a lot? You know, like what would have made you feel like the feet was so important?
Well, I would say I'm lucky enough to not have a real strong issue with feet, and most men don't, because fortunately we wear closed shoes, and that's one of the bigger culprits in causing dry feet is wearing dress shoes and sandals, and most of the shoes that women wear, because it doesn't support the sides of the feet, and that causes the feet, the skin on the feet to stretch, and then the skin does not expand. So men tend to have less cracking in their feet, but that's the only reason why, is because women tend to wear more sandals and open-toe shoes and things like that, and that's one of the culprits that causes the feet to crack.
Now, does the product help with like calluses and stuff like that? Because I know it is a softening product, and it helps with.
That's right. So unfortunately, the solutions to removing calluses, like physically abrasion, or they have some chemicals that are used to help dissolve the calluses, and we aren't advocating either one of those. Our product helps soften the feet. So if you use a pumice stone to help scrape off of the dry skin, it's used in tandem. Now, once the calluses are removed, if you use our product regularly, you prevent them from forming again, because that's one of the things that causes calluses to form is don't take care of your feet start to dry, and then they start to crack. So if you can avoid them drying out, the skin will stay nice and elastic, and it will help to stop calluses from forming.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I'm telling you, this is like a really, really, really great product. So do you target like any particular audience, like when you're selling your products or anything? Like, would you say it's like people in a certain age range, or would you say it's really for anybody? Like it could be for a child, it could be for an adult, an older person. Like, who is it for?
Well, definitely it can be applied on any person's skin. But I'll tell you, most of my customers are women who would describe themselves as being very busy. They don't have a lot of time to pamper themselves, but they know it's very important. They're moms who have busy schedules. Maybe they're taking care of a sick or elderly parent or a family member, and they really just have that small window in between after they take their shower and when they go to bed to take care of themselves. So they already had a long day, and they just want to spend a little time to help achieve a result that they really value, which is not having to worry about their feet. So that's why we designed our product to help people who have really, really busy schedules, but want to have the maximize the results with the time that they're given. So our customers are those people who are very busy, who want to have nice looking feet. They don't want to have to think about their feet. They maybe want to save money from having to go to a nail salon every week or every couple of weeks. So those are the people, those are the majority of our customers.
Awesome. Now, I also noticed that you had a hand scrub type of product too. And tell me about that.
So these are the two products here. This is the softening cream, and then this is the body scrub. Okay. So our body scrub is a coconut oil based scrub. Okay. It has 3 ingredients besides the coconut oil that help in exfoliation. We have organic cane sugar. We also have a medium grade palm sugar, or what they call coconut sugar. And then we have sand. That's the sand that I get from the Bahamas. Sand is very, very, very soft, and it's very, very fine. You can see pictures of it on Instagram. Yeah. And the thing about it is, if you can imagine yourself in the shower or running your hands underwater, right? What happens to sugar when you run it underwater? It dissolves away, okay? But you still may need to do more scrubbing, but the sand does not dissolve away. So that's why we put the sand in it, because it does not dissolve in water. And it's also very, very soft. It's not like a lot of the sand you probably experienced before in the waters over here in the States. Over there, it's very, very soft. So it's not very harmful to the skin. It doesn't, tear or rip the skin or anything like that. It's very, very soft, but it doesn't dissolve in water. So this product tends to go a lot further than most other ones that are just sugar-based, because all the sugar just dissolves in the water.
Right. So with the sand, like I know that the sugar dissolves, but the sand, how does that wash off the skin, or does it kind of stick to it because it has the sugar in it? How does that work?
No, it doesn't. So it is a coconut oil base, and we want to use the coconut oil after we do the lathering to help replenish and remoisturize the skin. Mm-hmm. The sand, it's not a lot of sand in here. It's just enough to do this job, and it typically washes away with water. And people don't really run into a sand problem. They like the fact that maybe it's like nature's glitter, if you think about it that way. It's very soft. It's very appealing. It's nothing that will look at any way negative on your skin or anything like that.
Yes. Now, even though it says that it's for the hands, it is the product able to be how some people like to exfoliate their skin,
yes,
on their face. Does it work for the face, or would you not recommend it going on the face?
On sometimes my feet, sometimes my hand on the stone, and because I have the coconut oil in there, it helps. To prepare the skin to be nice and layer on your skin, and then start to rub it.
That's awesome. That sounds like an awesome product too. Well, actually, I believe in both products. That's why I have you here tonight, because I think that it can help in a lot of ways, a lot of people. Now, your product line, is it specifically just kind of sold online? But what if someone wanted to partner with you, or kind of because I know originally in the beginning you stated something about other people
cut off
into business. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I know this thing keeps freezing. It looks like it's freezing, but it's okay.
I can hear you now, but I would say online. So it's not just online that I sell the product. And the majority of my sales happen in person and word of mouth. It's not on.
Okay. So if someone wanted to partner with you, there's not really, I guess, how what I'm saying, how some people they have a product and then people become an ambassador to help with promotions and things like that for the product.
The nail salons that I have are my partners. They use the product on their clients. They use it as a substitute for other high-end products that they used to use. So I would consider them to be my partners. So yes, I am open to working with others who want to try the product and possibly sell it themselves. Absolutely.
Awesome. So if someone wanted to purchase your product, besides you having them like in the nail salons and stuff, where can they go to support, and receive this product? Because it sounds so amazing. How can people actually purchase this product?
Well, we sell mostly on Etsy right now, but if you follow us on Instagram at Exumas on Instagram, you can interface directly with us, and we can definitely accommodate any requests that you have for shipping, or if you want samples or things like that. If I can take a quick second to answer some questions that are given, the sand is not going to.
Absolutely, because I see what we're doing over here is we're going to do a Q&A session with you because people do have other
questions. Yeah.
So you know what? Let's jump into the Q&A, and then we'll come back, and then I'll have you give them a website and stuff as to where they can find you. So, Danielle, hey Danielle. Danielle wants to know, is the sand going to jack up or drain her pipes? So she wants to know, is it going to clog up her pores?
Well, no, it's not going to. It's not that much sand in it. It won't clog up your pipes anymore. So then draining clog the pores either.
Oh, right, because it has the exfoliating. That's such a stumbling word because it has the the exfoliating property in it. So
yes, that's right.
Awesome. And Danielle also wants to know, is it okay for sensitive skin?
Now, I get asked that question a lot about skin sensitivity. So most people who have sensitive skin know the things that they have allergic reactions to. We use coconut oil, we use verbena essential oils, we use lime essential oil. Our ingredients are clearly listed. No one has reactivity to sand. No one's allergic to sand, so that's not going to be a skin problem. So if for some reason you have some sensitivities to shea butter and coconut oil, then this is not the product for you. But shea butter and coconut oil are known for being very low reactive low reactive products or ingredients, meaning it's recommended by doctors for people who have eczema. So it's known to treat people who have sensitive skin issues. We don't have any chemicals in our product that could potentially react with the skin.
Good. Awesome. Danielle, did you have any other questions that you wanted to ask? Did you want to get in the love seat? Okay, yeah, I guess. And if anyone else has any questions, you guys,
so if you wanted to go back,
feel free to just hit the /Q and whatever your question is, and we'll be able to see your questions. So, was there anything that I didn't ask that you would like to share about either of your products?
Well, one of the questions people ask me is why I started it. I have a regular job, and I started this as a side thing. And I mentioned, I wanted to have a reason to go back to the Bahamas to get the ingredients and to talk to people there and things like that. But it really, I think, started because of my joy of cooking. And that's something I learned growing up in the Bahamas. So it's coming full circle, because really when you're thinking of the ingredients and you're trying to come up with the right mixture for it, before you send it out and formulating something to help address those. That's one of the main reasons why.
Jeffrey, I think your screen had gotten frozen again. Can you hear me okay?
Were you able? Yes, I can.
Okay, we didn't hear everything that you said. It seems like wherever you are, I know you guys are in Florida, right?
Yes, I said, were you able to hear my response?
So your signal could be a little off. It's okay. Yes. What we did hear was up to the point that you were from the Bahamas, but you can go ahead and just share with us again what it was.
Oh yes,
like why you started it. And I know we heard you say that you work a 9 to 5. We got that part, and you can pick up from there.
Yes. So I said I think it started from my joy of cooking, which is something I learned growing up in the Bahamas. It's coming full circle because when you're thinking of the ingredients that you want to use and how they're going to be used on the skin, it's sort of like making a recipe. And that's one of the things that pushed me to actually be comfortable even starting it, is because I do have a joy of cooking that this is very much similar to it. When you're thinking of new products, new ingredients that you want to use, it's very much similar to cooking.
So that's probably why you work with the feet, because you like to put your foot in the pot.
Hey, absolutely. That is excellent. I'm gonna remember that in the next sales pitch.
I love that.
Thank you.
What's your favorite dish to cook?
Oh, it really goes with the season. I can cook cheese. I can make cheesecake. I like making red beans and rice. I like doing stuff on the grill. I like cooking steak. I like making mac and cheese. It's really anything that I really like doing. Yeah, making different types of salads, seafood, all of those things I really enjoy doing.
All those good things that make us hungry, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the products that you put together, you really put your heart into it the same way that you do your cooking. And it sounds to me that there's a lot of love that's in your cooking as well as your product, because it really actually helps people to, have better skin. And when you have better skin, you feel good. You feel good because your confidence is up. You feel like you look good, And I think that's so important that, people do take care of their skin.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so some people just don't know what's best. There's just so many different products that are out there. Can you tell us what made you not add like harsh chemicals? Because it just kind of seems like, some of them, like, it's almost like it has to be alcohol based, or it has to be this, or it's not going to work. What made you stay away from that?
Well, they put those chemicals in there for a reason. If they wanted those products to store for a year or two before they even hit the shelf, then they have to put things in there to help preserve it. Also, if they want them to be in nice, fancy bottles, and want it to be able to flow out of the bottles easier, they have to put chemicals in there to do it. So we aren't about putting in chemicals to have it sit on a shelf for a year before it even reaches your customer. We also don't put our products in very huge jars like you may see other people do to think, hey, I'm getting a big value here because I have this huge jar. But guess what? Halfway through using the jar, 6 months later, the product's not as fresh. So it really did you no good to buy a huge jar of something to begin with. So that's why we have them in these small jars. These would last 3 to 6 months depending on your foot condition. But at the end of it, it's going to be fresh, because I don't have a large inventory just sitting there waiting to be sold. I sort of make things on the fly as the orders come in, because I've already figured out a way to manufacture it as the supply is needed. And that's a main reason why, I don't put chemicals in it. Those reasons. I'm not pushed to have my product sitting in China somewhere, waiting for a big name store to buy so many thousand units.
Wow. That's so true. So what has been your greatest success story testimonial from a client that really touched your heart?
Definitely a friend of a family member, when she told me that she has to take care of her sick sister, and it's very important for her to have her skin looking as best she can, and she does not have the time. Hearing about her schedule and how she feels after she gets out of the shower, she sits on the edge of the bed, and she told me how she uses my product. It made me feel so proud. It made me feel happy that I was able to give her something that's really being effective for her and her problem. And that was the testimony that I hold closest to my heart, is knowing that my customer is using it. I understand that they have a story. You know, they have a life, and they have many people pulling at them every which way. But they also want to feel confident. They also want to feel good about themselves. They also don't want to have to think about, well, I can't wear these shoes because my feet look bad, and I don't have time to go to the nail salon and things like that. And one opportunity goes away because they aren't ready to go for it because whatever reason, issue they have with their skin. So that's one of the things, those testimonies like that I hold close to me. Putting it on my sick godmother's foot who is sitting in a rehab facility, and her telling me how it made her feel even days later. Things like that really motivate me to make sure that I'm giving every customer the finest quality product that I can possibly give them without any blemish or anything like that. Something that if I'm comfortable giving it to my mother, I would give to them. I don't just slap anything in an envelope and mail it off. I make sure that, you know, it's going to get there timely. I'm at the infancy stage of my business, right. So I have to build a reputation. It does me no good to have a wishy-washy reputation at the beginning. I have to give out the product in its best quality on time.
That's right. And that's why you will be successful, because see, when you genuinely are putting something out there, and you really want to help people, as opposed to some people do things because they're trying to put money in their pocket. But when you're doing it because you genuinely know that it's going to help someone, you know, you actually reap bigger rewards, you know, when you do it that way, because your intention, it's all about intent, you know. And I think a lot of people, sometimes they get it a little twisted, and it's like, well, I just want to, you know, I want to be rich. I want my product to be this and that. Yeah. But, you know, it's not really about that. You know, what happens is when you're doing it from the heart, the wealth follows, just because you really, truly, from the heart, want to help people, and you want to see, you know, people feel confident, you know, and able to take care of their skin and things like that, you know. Can you hear me okay? We lost signal again. Okay. If you lost the signal, you can come out the seat and go back in. So while Jeffrey is working on that and getting the signal together, it's like that sometimes, depending on where people are in the world. You know, some areas, you know, not everybody has a great internet connection, but that's okay. I am definitely excited to try this product for myself, because I think that it's something that's really phenomenal to actually try. And I think that for you guys, really don't have anything to lose. So if you're tuned into this there's a reason why you're tuned in to the show right now. And the reason you're tuned in is because this product is for you. This product is going to help you. And if your feet are tired and you work all the time, or you stand on your feet all the time, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. You know, sometimes we are so busy working that we don't nurture who we are and our body parts that come along with us feeling good or looking good. Your feet is a part of your body, and I think it's like one of the number one spots that are neglected on the body. You know, when most people don't really think about their feet, it's just like, oh well, nobody sees my feet, I just put my shoes on, blah 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 blah. But you know, as you go down the line and you get older, and I'm kind of guilty of this myself. Like, I don't put lotion on or much or anything like that. And sometimes I look at my feet and I'm laughing. I'm like, now what color am I today? Am I Puerto Rican today? But you know, thank God they're not like in critical condition or anything like that. But still, when you take care of your feet, and I actually do put lotion on or whatever the case may be, but like a good product, something like what you have, to where you can tell the difference between a foot that's been moisturized and a foot that's been left alone. Because boy, oh boy, I can see the difference. When I put something on one and I leave the other, they look like night and day. So I would definitely love to have you guys send some samples out for me, because I would like to promote it and actually tell other people about it, which is why, I have you guys here tonight, to be able to let people know what you're doing, because no one can purchase what they don't know exists. And you have a powerful product that is out there, and people need to know, they need to know you have it. They need to know that it's available. So when this interview is done, it is downloaded and it will be available on YouTube, so that you can actually share it on any of your websites that you have. You can put it, share it on your pages, or just people who might want to know about the product.
Yes.
Then you can say, listen, I have a video on YouTube that you can watch. Here's the link. And then they'll get their Q&A. Just make it your Q&A video. I don't care what you do with it. I just want you to be successful. And that's one of the reasons why I like to use Blab, because it's a way for people to the interview doesn't end here. The interview can help you as you go along, no matter where you go and what you do. You can tell people in the Bahamas, hey, look, watch the interview, press play, check it out, So, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So do you actually have an official website that you can share with us that people can go on to purchase the products?
Yeah. So if you go to Bahamas.com, it will forward you.
Can you type it in the chat box at the bottom so people can see exactly how to do it?
Okay. That box at the bottom. Okay. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go there, you can get, it'll send you directly to our ordering page. I'm also going to send you out some jars. And if between now and when you get them, if you could think about someone who would have the same testimony maybe that I shared.
My mama.
Who is that busy woman who really needs to take care of herself?
She just peeped her head in the door, and I wanted to tell her she needed to come and sit here and listen to this. So definitely my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother too. So yeah. And then what I'll do is after they use it, I'll have them write a testimonial for you that can help, that you can put on a website. And it's all about us helping one another. It's never about me. It's about us, because when you're doing something positive and you're doing something great, people need to know. We have enough bad news that people watch on the news, but what about when people are doing good? What about the creative side that, God has given all of us, and that should be exploited more than the other stuff. So I know that God has made me a liaison to do that. So I just whoever I see, and I know that it's something that's going to help people, let's go. Let's do it, you know?
Absolutely.
Yes. So anything else that you want to share with them before we go?
Again, it's a pleasure being your excellent host. Thank you again to the audience. Thank you for giving me the time to share my story and my product. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You are very much welcome, and thank you for coming on the show. So within about a half an hour or so, you guys will have the link. Well, the replay will be up, so you can actually. I noticed that in the beginning of the show that it wasn't recording the very first part, but we did get, like, right after your introduction, we did get the rest. So we do have all of your questions and answers. So that we do have. So
we're gonna get this thing perfect. So after your grandma and your mom uses it, and I come back on the show and I hear all the raving reviews, everything.
Yes, that's what I was going to tell you. That what I would like to do is I would like to bring you back on the show. Maybe it could even be one day next week, because this way you can promote the link so you can have more people tune in, you know. And I mean, this is internet, so no matter where they are in the world, they can tune in. And then I think maybe you can do, like, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up, let it be like a little promotional thing that you do, you know, that, I don't know,
you are a fountain of ideas, and I'm trying to absorb all of it. Thank you very much. Yes.
Oh, no, you're welcome.
Yes.
Figure it out, you know, how you put it together, how you package it. I don't know. Have your wonderful wife, April, put some bows in it.
Yeah, she will. She definitely will.
Exactly. Let her put some hearts around it or something. Make some nice little gift bags, and maybe take some pictures, and let's do a nice promo launch, you know, like a nice little pre-Valentine's Day promo launch, and we'll bring you back on Blab again. And, you know, just get more people to hear you, see you, feel what you got going on, and support and purchase it, because they need it in their life. They need it.
Absolutely.
All right. So there you have it, guys. Bahamas Sands Body. And you have the wonderful Jeffrey here. And you guys better get on that website right now and purchase that product. You're going to go to www.bahamasands.com. It's so easy to remember. You got two things here. You can buy one or you can buy two, and both of them are just for you. No matter which way you go, it's going to be wonderful. And I know you guys are going to be impressed and pleased with the product that Jeffrey is offering. So don't delay. Put your order in today. Get over there to that website and put your order in. Don't wait, because I have a feeling Valentine's Day, he's going to sell out. All right.
Yes.
So thank you again, Jeffrey, for coming. Many, many blessings to you. And I'll see you in a week. We're going to bring you back. Let's go bigger. Let's go harder. And let's go global.
And your stuff will be in the mail tomorrow morning.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. Minds up, everybody. I appreciate you from my heart to yours. Mwah. Deuces. And you guys have a great night. Send April my love.
I will.
Absolutely. All right. So you know how we always end it out, guys, is we like to end it out with some wonderful music. So let's get the Bob Marley going on, and let's jam our way out of this. Let's go.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. One more time. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You get up, you stand up.
Stand up for your rights, guys. Believe in whatever it is that you want to do. If you have a product or anything that you believe in, get out there. Do it. Don't be afraid. Stand up for what you believe in. Get people to know what you do. Get people to invest in you. Get people to love what you do. Don't keep your gift a secret. Keep your gift a a secret. You can't help nobody. You were not placed on this earth to keep your gift a secret. You were here to let the world know what God has placed in you. And remember that your gifts will make room for your prosperity. So get out there and do it. Minds up. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, bye.